older, couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Underway from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Flowers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Big Lion. Ready.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
To throw on 2nd down, Flowers. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
That's good. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flowers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 33. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
On 4th down, Flowers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason. And what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. On the move to his left. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Now he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They're trying to get the defense to flow the other direction on the bootleg, but Charles, they were not fooled whatsoever.
I like your description there because on that flow, all you're trying to do is get them to take one step or two to the opposite side, and then you gain the advantage. But a really nice job by the defense. They didn't get caught up in it at all, able to bring him down.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock. If they get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Looking to throw on second down. Flowers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, Flowers. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second down and a run by Robinson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Open man on the comeback route, that's Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
to gain of 7.
On play action. Flowers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Von Miller. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He has some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
To throw on third down. Flowers. And that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Flowers. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than 90.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scoring or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he ran right through 1 tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 2, Flowers got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
19. Looking to throw. Flowers. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And just shedding him off there. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Now Herbert following the turnover to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Flowers. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag round to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
24 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Flowers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert off of play action. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
James Bradbury running in and finishing that play on the corner blitz.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Rams have taken a 4th quarter lead. Late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 74 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's complete. It's Miller. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Connecting with Mixon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Second and 7. Throwing, Herbert. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take...
He's got a man complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Herbert to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.